Hello my loves, your favorite fabulous fairy here, and today I want to talk to you about twin flames. What I want to talk about in particular is this weird hamster wheel effect that we get going on with our twins, where we keep basically doing the same thing expecting a different result. In case nobody told you, the definition of madness is doing the same thing over and over expecting a different result. So if you've been doing the same thing over and over and over and your twin hasn't come to you yet, well, you're in a little cycle of madness now, aren't you? The thing about it is I know we want them to come to us like right away. I know we want them to be with us all the time. So typically, and I'm not going to say always, but typically it's the masculine who chooses to leave. It's the masculine energy who chooses to depart and do this quote-unquote running. That's great and all, but you don't have to be stuck like that. You don't have to be stuck where there's this endless cycle where they have the control and they have the power and it's them who's deciding when you can talk and when you can't talk. But the power is an interesting power, and it's how you play your power, definitely. It's not just given to you like that. Like, you have it already, but you have to use it. So what am I even talking about? What I'm talking about is okay, so if you are somebody and your twin left you, right? Or maybe you never were in union, but you met each other and then you lost contact. And you keep trying to contact them. You're emailing them all the time. Sometimes you write them sexy emails. Sometimes you write them sad emails about how depressed you are without them. Sometimes you write them emails that are just plain and benign and about, like, you know, your day-to-day life. And it doesn't matter. All these emails you're sending, they don't respond back. Or if they do, they're very, very short and cold responses. But typically, you're not even getting a response back. And you're wondering, well, maybe I need to send a different email. Well, maybe I need to say something different. Well, maybe I need to tell him how much I love him more. Well, maybe. No. Stop all of that. What you need to do is give some space and distance. When they say, hello, nature, give me some space and distance, nature. If you give yourself some space and distance with them, actual space and actual distance, they will come to you, okay? If you're one of those people that has been pestering them, calling them, texting them, emailing them, all this stuff, and you're not getting the response that you're looking for, it's time for you to back off. Now, part of you is afraid of backing off because you're like, well, if I back off, well, then they're going to think I forgot about them, or they're going to think I don't care about them anymore, or they're going to think I gave up, or what if they don't know how to get a hold of me? They won't be able to get a hold of me if I don't keep writing them and calling them and being right up their butt. No, actually the opposite. They will find you come hell or high water. There will be nothing that can stop them from finding you once they want to find you, once they want to talk to you. But if you're sitting there knocking on the door every 10 seconds, hey, you ready for me yet? You ready for me yet? Hey, I'm here. I'm here. Hey. They're just gonna keep going like, oh gosh, you know, I don't really want that. And it's not because they don't love you, but you're giving this kind of suffocating vibe, okay? Straight up. It's a needy vibe. Nobody likes the needy, all right? I don't care who you are, what you are. Nobody likes actual needy. Everyone wants to be wanted. No one wants to be needed, okay? I mean, maybe somebody's like, I just wish somebody needed me. But I mean, in the end of the day, that's not what we want. We want people to want us there because they actually want us there, not because they feel forced or, you know, backed into a corner or bamboozled or like guilt-tripped into it. Do you want to be with your twin flame if they feel guilt-tripped into being with you? Honestly, I don't. If my twin feels guilt and that's the reason they're with me, bye-bye. Bye, Felicia. I don't need none of that. You're like, how could you say that? That's your twin. I'm serious. You don't want that. You don't want somebody with you because of guilt. That's not a true love. That's not a passion love. You're always going to have something to bitch about in your relationship. You're always going to have something that doesn't feel right, or something that feels like, you know, you should have done it different, or it could have been better, or whatever. And you're always going to have that little thing to complain about because it isn't a true love. It's not a true, you know, a true commitment. What we want is for our twin to come to us, want only us, care about only us, and literally that's their choice on their own that they made for me. I was lucky enough to have that happen to me, but was that just pure luck? Heck no. Friends, I tell you what, I made my share of mistakes. I was one of those people who was calling and texting and writing and emailing and, why don't you love me? You said you loved me. Don't you remember you said you loved me? But you said you loved me. And I was like, well, how could you have left? You told me you loved me, right? You said I was your home. You called me your queen, your goddess, your everything. You said you never felt as good as when you were with me. So how could you be over there? So I don't need to remind this person of this all the time. Those are facts. Those are facts they told me. Okay? I don't have to sit there and remind them of all these things that they told me. If anything, that's going to push it back. That's going to be like, man, why did I say all that shit? I ain't never telling nobody that again. Right? If you have a little bit of faith, remove yourself a little bit. Give that distance. I guarantee that you're going to see a change, okay? Because you're going to change your action, which is going to change the result. And that's just how that works. If you change your action, it changes the result. If you're somebody who you have not talked to your twin flame in years, you're like going on like 2+ years and you haven't talked to them. You don't know where they're at in life. You haven't been writing them, but you also don't have any changes. Again, I'm talking to you too. It's time to change it up, all right? So if you're somebody who you haven't been writing them, you just let them do whatever, but they're not coming back to you, then there's something that's inside you that we need to start working on. Off the top of my head, it's probably going to be self-love. I'm just going to throw it out there because 99.2% of the time, it's a lack of self-love and a lack of feeling like you're worthy and like you're good enough that keeps the twins apart. The masculines and the feminines, when they feel like they're not good enough, they run. They look at you and they say, look, you're epic, you're beautiful, you're perfect. I want to be epic and beautiful and perfect like you. I want to be, I want to be what you deserve. And I'm not. Not like this. Not how I am. So it keeps them from being with you. And they run on their own. If you can have that true self-love and you're like, man, I'm epic and beautiful. I might not be perfect, but nobody is. I enjoy who I am and I enjoy learning about myself and everything's just going to get, better and better and better. And you've got that kind of mindset. All of a sudden, it's like you lit a little lighter. It's like a moth to the flame. All of a sudden, they're coming to you, for you. All of a sudden, they want to be with you. They're going to seek you out. They're going to talk to friends of yours that they know are mutual friends. They're going to run into your family member or run into you in a grocery store and not turn the other way and run away. They're going to approach and say hi. They're going to give a simple like on one of your Facebook posts. Things like this. But you have to have that self-confidence and that self-love. If you've been going on the hamster wheel, you keep giving in. There's some people who I talk to who they give in. Their twin is talking to them, keeps promising them things, and then never, ever, ever fulfills the promise. What I mean is like, I'm going to come see you. Would you like that? I'd really want to come see you. Can we spend a day together? Can I take you to dinner? Can I take you out? Can we do some stuff? And the person gets ready. Sometimes they don't because they don't believe anymore, but they get ready and they sit there, and they sit there, and they sit there, and they sit there for hours and hours and hours. And then finally the person writes them or doesn't write them and says, you know what? I'm not going to be able to come today. Is that all right? And the answer is, nah, that's not all right. And of course, that's not what they say. Of course, they say, oh yeah, whenever. Next time that you have time for me. But that time for me never happens. And again, they keep giving in and saying yes to these people and thinking that they're going to that one day they're just going to come through. One day this person's going to come through. They're actually going to do what they said. They're actually going to come visit me and be with me, right? That's what we think. But it's not going to happen. Not like this. There's something going on that's an underlying factor that's going to continue to happen until you change something. So one quick change is telling them, no, sorry, you never followed through. I can't believe your bullshit anymore. If you ever want to show up at my house, I will answer the door and I will gladly invite you in. Gladly. We can go wherever you want. But no more. No more of this saying that you're going to pick me up and then it doesn't happen. Or you're going to call me and then you don't. Or you're going to, send me the email or FaceTime me or whatever it is. No more. I'm tired of this. Stop giving them the chance to let you down. Because this is the thing. They're not ready to have you. If they were ready to have you, they'd just show up. All right? They would show up. There would be hell or high water wouldn't stop them. All right? Possibly both. But the thing is, because they've got those things in them that are lacking, those things that are making them feel inadequate, they're not going to show up. But they don't want to lose you. Okay? That's the thing. They don't want to lose you. So they dangle this little carrot. Hey, look at my carrot. You want to come eat? Oh, you can't eat it. but you could eat it. Are you hungry? But no, not yet. You know, you want a little, no. Okay, so you take that carrot, you break it in half, you throw it over their shoulder, you say, screw your carrot, I got my own damn carrot, you know, and eat your own carrot, or whatever the hell. Sorry, I'm all full of metaphors, aren't I? But anyways, the point is simple. Stop giving them the ammunition to continue to hurt you. Okay? There is nothing, I don't care if you move, without giving anybody where you went. Your twin flame will find you. Okay? They will find you. They will show up somehow. Even if they don't know exactly where you are, the universe will guide them to find you. They will put them in the same place as you so that they run into you on accident and they find you. There's nothing that will stop your twin from being with you if it really is your twin, except for their own holdbacks. And if you keep giving them the go-ahead to keep playing on those, then they're going to. Okay? So if it's somebody and they keep saying, okay, you know, I'm going to change, or I'm going to love you, or I'm going to whatever, and you keep falling into their trap, and you keep doing whatever it is, you keep going over, you keep spending the night, maybe you go over and have sex with them, maybe they just tell you they're going to Skype you or call you or whatever, and they don't. Please, you got to get a backbone on this. You got to get your huevos out, or whatever, your titty testicles, or whatever you got going on. You got to, your chesticles, you got to get, you know, I don't know, make sure you got your ovaries packed. Seriously, like, you got to stand up for yourself, and you got to say no. And you have to tell them, sorry, I'd really like that, but no. If you want to show up anytime, but stop telling me you're going to. Show up at my house, I'll answer the door. But no more of this. If there's even a 1% chance you can't come, don't even tell me. Don't even say anything, okay? I'm better than that. I have things I need to do with my life and my day. Now, the reason that they're dangling this carrot is because they don't want to lose you. They figure as long as they dangle the carrot, you think there's a chance, because there is, because they want to be with you, they're just not ready to be with you. But that way you don't go dating anybody else, you don't go looking for nothing else, you are complacent and staying at home, because you're going to wait like a good little girl or boy, right? You're going to wait for them to come get you. And that's what they're thinking. So this is kind of a screwed up mentality, but it's 100% true. And it's out of fear. It's based out of fear on them and inadequacy on their end. So because we are twin flames, okay, you have the power to control them by just your thoughts. If you don't think so, I don't know what you're doing looking at twin flame stuff, because you don't know shit about it. If you don't think you're connected on that level. If you haven't talked to your twin in 5 years, we're not connected, blah, 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 blah. Let me ask you this. Is there every day you wake up and you're experiencing an emotion that doesn't belong to you? What I mean by that is, your bills are paid, your house is looking good, you got no reason to be upset, but you wake up, and then all of a sudden you're hit with depression, or anger, or sadness, or regret, or fear, or extreme happiness for some reason, and your life is shit at the moment, or whatever. And the feelings don't add up to what you have currently going on in your situation. Realize that, look around, be like, okay, I don't have a reason to feel upset, and I am extremely upset right now. Breathe it out. At least 3 really deep breaths. I mean, feel the air come all the way down your sternum into your toes practically, and up and back out. Envision it grabbing whatever that dark blackness is, grabbing it and spitting it back out. Okay, it's no longer your problem. It's going to feed the universe. It's going to make a plant grow. It's going to, that negativity is going to go literally charge a battery or something. Something positive is going to happen from that, right? After you breathe it out, you're going to be like, wow, those 3 deep breaths really did make me feel better. I don't feel anxious anymore. And be like, I don't think that was my problem. That was my twin flame. And then you send them love and be like, you know, honey, I love you. I'm sorry you're going through all this. You know, I'm going to listen to some music now, or I'm going to listen to some comedy, or I'm going to do something to make me feel better so that I can send that to you. So I can send that high vibration to you and help you feel better. And that's what you have to do in those situations. So if you feel like, oh, I haven't talked to my twin, we're not connected, but you're going through this all the time, honey, you're connected. And the reason why you haven't talked to your twin is because they're in such a low vibration right now, they can't even possibly face you. There's no way in hell. They're regretting things they said, they're regretting choices they made, they're regretting the person they're with now. They know that they made a mistake. But men's pride and the masculine energy's pride is a hell of a thing, and it takes a lot to get through that. So to get through that, you're going to have to do some work on yourself. You're going to have to be self-reliant. You're going to have to love your life. Love it exactly how it is. I don't care where you live. I don't care how you live. I don't care whatever. If your room is dirty, clean your room. Have some pride in your things, okay? Your clothes look like crap. If you don't have money to go buy brand new ones, there's a thrift store. You can go look. There's clothes that still have tags on them that nobody wore because grandma bought it for them, and it's a really nice outfit, but it wasn't their style. But guess what? It's yours, and you can have it for $2 freaking. Go buy it. Go get rid of your things with your holes in it. And as I say, I made these holes. These holes are different. These are good holes. But if you have holes that, like, in your clothes and stuff, it makes you feel bad. It makes you feel bad. If you're feeling like when you get dressed, you feel bad, and you look in the mirror and you're just like, ugh. Change that. If you change that, it's going to change it for your twin. They're going to change how they perceive themselves too. The better you feel about yourself in your life, the better they feel about themselves, okay? The more that they're going to do what they have to do to pull the weeds from their life and find their true home. And their true home is with you, okay? The weeds in life can be people, situations, drugs, habits, all kinds of things. If you clear those out of your life and you start making these changes, they will make changes in their life too. That's the thing, okay? That is 100% the thing. You are connected. You do have the ability. But if you're not willing to make the changes, if you're not willing to stretch and grow, how can you expect them to? How can you be accountable for them but not be accountable for yourself? It's not possible. You have to become accountable for yourself and realize the part that you're playing in your own relationship with your twin. I promise, if you can find that happiness and be truly grateful for your life. I was at the point where I finally had let it go. I decided, you know what? I love him. I'll love him from a distance. Nobody loves him more than me. One day he'll figure that out. And I started just focusing on myself and my work and the shows and all of this. Pardon me. Who came knocking on my door? Him. Who have I not gotten rid of since? Him. Who, if I came at him with a taser, he still wouldn't leave? Him, okay? So, he's in my life now forever and for always. Until the day one of us dies, or both of us, okay? We're here, we're together. And it was work. It was work on myself. I knew I couldn't actually go over and force him to do anything. But what I could do was force myself to change. And I knew that through my own actions, it would inspire him. Just telepathically, just through his heart and his soul, he would just feel the need to do it too. And he did. And it worked. Okay? So that's my little message right now. If you're playing the same game, dealing the same hand over and over, and you're wondering why you're getting the same damn results and you're not getting anything different, it's time to change that up. I do personal readings. Right now I actually have a huge discount going because all the money that I get from the readings right now is going to save my dog because she needs vet attention. So if you've ever wanted a reading for me and you think, wow, she's really, really expensive, well, A, I'm really worth it. I'm worth that much. I'm that damn good. But B, right now, I'm within reason, I'm not turning down any offers. Within reason. You know, you come at me with $1 and you want a 14-card 2-hour reading, I might tell you no. But, I mean, within reason, you know, you have 20 bucks to your name and you want to get something, or, you know, you want a few cards pulled for 10 or whatever it is, let me know what's going on. If you want to be more generous and donate a little bit more towards what I'm normally charging, I appreciate that. My dog, Sydney Wiggle, she is a boxer. She is 15, but she's very, very healthy. I make my own dog food and stuff like that. It's just that she started getting some blood in her urine, and I'm really, really freaking out. That is my child. That is my baby. I don't have children. That's my baby. Everybody's got to die one day, but I don't want her to go in pain if that's what's going to happen. I'm not looking to put her down. I'm looking to make her very comfortable. Whatever they want to do, if they can give her prescription pills, like antibiotics or something, I'm going to do that. If they say we can't do anything and just make her comfortable, then I'm buying her the biggest steak I can get, and whatever she wants is what she's going to get for however long I get to have her, because she has literally saved my life more times than I can even tell you. For checking out my prices, I'll leave the link below. It's Sacred Journey Jeanette. You can find me on Facebook as Shaenna Dixon or as Shaenna Jeanette. Okay, really, really easy. I have a Patreon. If you'd like to support me on there, please do. Every little bit helps. If you're like, oh, I only have $5. $5 helps, okay? $5 helps. It really, really does. It helps support this channel. It helps me make more videos for you guys. Helps take care of my dog and my life at home. Really, just anything you guys are willing to do is so appreciated. I love you all. If you're wondering about readings, I never ask questions. When you get a reading with me, I'm not going to ask your birthday. I'm not going to ask your gender. I'm not going to ask your anything. If you want to do it 100% on anon, that's fine. I don't care. I don't need to know anything about you. I'm 100% right. If you listen to what I got to say and you apply it to your life, you will have the changes you're looking for, and you will get into union like you want. It is not my first rodeo. I am in union. I have several people under me in union. I'm working on a couple more that are getting in union, and I've only been doing this publicly for about a year as far as the twin flame part goes. I've been a psychic my whole life, but as far as the twin flame goes, I've only been doing this for a year, and I already have over 7 couples in union that I've been working with. So, there is all of that. Thank you so much for everything you've given me and everything I've not yet received. Thank you, universe, just for this opportunity. I hope you all have the most blessed day. Take care of yourselves. Mercury retrograde's coming up. Try to do something about that before it's too late. I don't wait till Mercury retrograde. I start prior. If you think that stuff doesn't affect you, look into it. Do some research. And that's, I think, all I have to say for now. So I love you all so much. Thanks for your time. Bye.